Yeah, okay, this has to be part 2 now, isn't it? Because while trying to change camera, I turned it off. Cats have been chewing this box. I think it's James's, it's not mine. Have you been fed? You must have been fed. James always feeds you before I get home. Yes, you've got food. Wrong with you. Welcome to my kitchen. Yeah, it's a bit of a state. It needs tidying up. Don't worry about it. I don't. Why should you? So the commute, which was the point of the video, and I can actually talk about it in part 2. So the train finally turned up. I'm watching Netflix, and despite me very clearly, oh god, something set me off, watching Netflix on my phone and having my headphones in, people kept trying to talk to me, and some blokes, I'll come back to him in a minute. So people would be like, just like, not even like a tap or not, oh, excuse me, just like launch a question clearly at me. So they would get this face. Then I'd go back to my TV. Just chuck it down my rain. So I'm still actually a little bit damp from, well, the better part of 2 hours ago when I was originally stood in the rain. Then this chap who I see quite regularly on the train, he does always try and strike up a conversation, but like I said, he's a nice enough guy, but not today. Not today, Satan. He sat next to me, and then by the time we got to Pontypridd, the entire train was empty in our section. So basically that was the 4 seats, us two, like the final back 2 seats. There was nobody, there was a driver's compartment behind us at the back of the train. Table, 2 seats in front of us. The table of 4 across from us, nobody. The 2 behind that, nobody. The 2 behind us, nobody. The 2 next to the door, 1 person. And I think there might have been 1 person on the next door. And don't get me wrong, I've seen people as soon as like the second a double seat, a 2 seats, you haven't got to sit next to someone becomes available, people get up and move. And I'm a bit like, rude. I mean, people don't. I've been sat there, somewhere up another carriage, a two free seats together comes up, and the person gets up and moves, so they haven't got to sit next to someone. And I'm just like, yeah, that's just fucking rude. But the fact that this guy, I was clearly squashed, like, because it was barely room, because and he stayed there for the entire journey, and it worked for us because I was getting so tired. I got my twitchy leg thing going on, so I'm sat there going like this every 2 minutes because my fucking leg just wants to twitch. He still just stayed where he was until 2 stations before we were due to leave that cat food alone, you little shite. I may have to go deal with this. Oh, Shadow, it's not your bastard food. Get down. Yes. Look at this. Look at this. Look. Shadow. Butter wouldn't bastard melt. Get off. You're not to eat that. I'm trying to put it back in the barrel anyway. So then this bloke fell asleep on me. Like, properly on me. So I was like this man asleep on me. I'm thinking, you could have sat across the way and had 2 seats to be really comfortable, but instead he's like on me. I'm just sat there going, thinking, do I just or do I didn't do anything in the end. Obviously, I was far too nice about it. And eventually got up to go to the toilet, say a station or 2 before we were due to get off the train, and then put his bag the other side. And I thought, I know you get off the same stop as me, so by the time you get back from the toilet, we'll have been to clean a beer. What is the point now? What? It's just the fact. I was thinking, will I get away with like lifting up my phone, turning Netflix off, getting a sneaky picture of this man asleep on me? But as I was just about to gear myself up to try and do it, he did actually wake up and kind of moved off. But it wasn't even just like a nod or a shoulder. He was on me, like properly. Like I was like, oh Christ. So yeah, that was my commute today. Let's see if tomorrow brings anything better, shall we? It probably won't. Let's be honest.